You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Y&R fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your next week's spoilers, a full roster for Monday, October 16th, all the way through Friday, October 20th. And just to get you guys warmed up, I want to give you quick lowdown on what's happening on Friday, the 13th, because this is very important for context for next week's spoilers. So on Friday, Adam has a run-in in the park with Nick. Nick is being hostile and says he's lucky he didn't punch him. And Adam figures out that looks like Nick and Sally have broken up, and he is excited about it. He heads over to Crimson Lights, where Sally is talking to her bestie, Chloe. Of course, Chloe basically wants her to go beg Nick to take her back because she doesn't want her anywhere near Adam. And when Adam shows up, Sharon decides to chew him out and tell him to stay away from Sally and give Sally and Nick a chance. And Adam's like, nah. I don't know why Sharon is going around chastising him like she's his mother, for gosh sakes. So Victoria Newman actually gives her little brother, the benefit of the doubt. They have a little talk at the park before he heads over to Crimson Lights. He mentioned that he noticed Victor's memory problem and him calling him the wrong name. So she's kind of excited to hear that because she definitely wants somebody on her side in this and is not feeling like Nick or Nate. Either one will be. And Victor and Nick have a little moment, and that happens just very briefly when Victor finds Nick at the ranch hitting the punching bag in frustration. Of course, I'm sure he's thinking that that is Adam's face that he's hitting while he's punching away. And we have a kind of a weird scene where Nikki is startled by her assistant. It's really weird. Meanwhile, Nikki thinks that Victor should fire Adam and Nate and only trust her and Nick and Victoria. But Victor has a very different take on this and thinks that someone's going to stab him in the back. But he actually doesn't think Nate is a problem and that he's kind of trustworthy because he's power hungry. So they are going to have to agree to disagree. Now we're going to dig into next week's spoilers. But if you haven't already, please reach down and click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Young and the Restless updates. All right. Monday, October 16th on Y&R is season 51, episode 10. And Victor tests Nick Newman. So I'm guessing there's going to be more of the boxing scene that you're going to see on Friday. And I think Victor is going to do some like weird name dropping, memory lapse stuff. The same thing he did to Adam, he's going to do to Nick. And then there's another spoiler for Monday saying Victor is going to test other family members too. This is pretty interesting. Nick falls for it, hook, line, and sinker, apparently. Lily Winters finds out about Heather Stevens' plans to move back to Genoa City on the first day of next week. And then on Tuesday, October 17th, episode 11 of season 51, Jack and Billy Abbott lay a trap for Tucker McCall. Maybe they're going to do something with that bugged piece of vegetation that Tucker gave them for a wedding gift and maybe drop some info for him to hear. That would be interesting. Also, the same day, Audra Charles propositions Kyle Abbott. She's got him all sweaty in her sheets, fresh off a roll in the hay, and she asks him to work with her and Tucker. If Kyle does that, I'm kind of done with him, unless he's doing it to be a double agent. Otherwise, not cool. Wednesday, October 18th on Young and the Restless is episode 12 of the current season. Diane Jenkins crosses lines. I know everybody's been waiting for it to come out that she's got a secret agenda or something, but you know, a lot of times they write these spoilers to be a lot more hyped up than they are. So we'll see what she actually does. I would be fine if she went full villain. That's okay with me. I just don't want any wishy-washy mess. Mamie Johnson points Nate Hastings in the right direction on Wednesday, and Traci Abbott offers advice to Jack that same day. Then we're on to Thursday, October 19th, 2023, season 51, episode 13. Daniel Romalotti surprises Lily, and it may not be in a good way. We'll see. Victor steps up his plans and his games as we hit later in the week. And then on Friday, October 20th, season 51, episode 14, we are going to have Devon Hamilton grilling Nate. And I wonder if this is about Mamie or just general chicanery, because of course Nate is so super sketch. We also have Jill Abbott trying to dig up some dirt to use against Mamie because she is furious that she has bought into Chancellor Winters and wants rid of her ASAP. And Victor is ready to slap back at an enemy, a rival of some sort. I also have some undated spoilers to share with you. So Daniel tells Danny, his dad, that there's a spare room and he can stay there anytime he wants. And Danny Romalotti asks if that offer is good for an extended stay. And then he tells Lily, Daniel, and Phyllis that he may hang around Genoa City for a while. And that's kind of interesting because Christine is about to come back to town single as a Pringle, maybe ready to mingle with her ex specifically. I just hope we don't have the whole Cricket, Phyllis, Danny triangle. But based on the spoilers they released for season 51, I do fear that is what is ahead. And if you don't like that, I don't know what to tell you because I think they're going there. Also, Nick tells Victoria and Nikki that their dad is fading and it's faster than he imagined it would be. And they seem to all be buying this, even though Nikki knows that Victor is toying with them. I think she might get involved with this nonsense. Ashley Abbott fights back next week, and Daniel's keeping a secret that needs to come out, and Phyllis's decision brings danger to her. And it's interesting. I've showed you guys this photo that leaked out, and it was Summer sitting at someone's hospital bed. You can't see at whose bedside it is. I said, I did a standalone video. You guys can go look for it. It's called Young and the Restless Leak. And I wondered if because of this Phyllis danger spoiler, maybe she winds up in that hospital bed. People getting injured or really sick is one of those fast track roads to redemption. So that's why I'm thinking it might be Phyllis, might, not a spoiler, but might be Phyllis, just because that could kind of get some sympathy for her. And I also listed off several other people that it could be in the video. Harrison, it could be Chance, but if it were Chance, I would think Sharon would be there because at present they're still dating. This behind the scenes photo came out like a week and a half ago maybe. And so that means there's probably 2.5, 3 weeks until we see it on camera. So we will just wait and see what it is. But if any websites are saying they know who's in that hospital bed, they don't. They're toying with you because all we know is that it's Summer sitting at the bedside. That is the only thing that is confirmed. Okay, guys, that's everything I have for you. Please click subscribe if you haven't already. Click like if you enjoyed this, and definitely drop your comments on what you are excited to see next week. And be sure to come back tomorrow for 2-week spoilers. We're going to have comings and goings, updates, and a lot of other really cool stuff to keep you excited and in touch and current on Young and the Restless. Thank you so much for listening and talking soaps with me in the comments. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.